Hey YouTube, welcome back to UniXTCG, and today we are going to go over as much as we know about the Bardock archetype and kind of give some feelings about it, because I think it's going to operate a little differently than the Super Saiyan 4 Goku archetype. But yeah, let's see if we can get this video to 100 likes, and then just a quick little thing right here. A lot of people have who have subscribed just been noticing the content has either been like here or it's been not here. The past 2 months have been ridiculous, and I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Sometimes I wake up and I'm like, yeah, I can do all this stuff, and then other times I wake up and I'm like, bro, why am I waking up, period. So it's been really rough, and I just want to say that I appreciate every comment, every like, every view, every message on Discord, every, just anything, like all the things you guys do. You guys are keeping me afloat right now, and I appreciate that to the absolute max. So with that being said, let's jump directly into the Bardock overview. So first, we're going to start off with the leader, and real quick, we should be getting the full drop for this set any day now, next week, the week after that, very, very soon. I believe when it comes to the special rares, the SPRs, we really only have like maybe a couple more max, and then we have like the secret rares, and then we have the god rare, and then we should be getting the full dump. But going over this one more time just to show you guys, he's a draw 1 card when attacking, awaken at 4 or less life, and then yeah, on his awaken side, you've got the plus 5k power and drawing a card when attacking, putting him at a base 25k, which is neat. We've had some 25k leaders, but this one is offensively 25k or more, because activate battle, your turn once per turn, you can check the top card of your deck, and if it's a Bardock's crew card, you can combo with it. Otherwise, you just put it at the top or bottom of your deck in the order, things like that. So the cool thing about this is that this has this is going to be in a very aggressive leader attack. He can go from base 25, which is already a decent number, to as high as 35k if you pick up a 10k combo with Bardock's crew in the traits. The part that I kind of don't like about it is that it is a little bit more RNG than I would like. You can't plan out, like, I mean, yes, there are probably going to be some cards that stack. I'm sure there are going to be some cards, and we're going to see them, like in this video even, that can place cards at the top of your deck. However, it's just this thing where it's like, until I can see more cards that actually change the order of the top of your deck, this seems very, very, very kind of luck sacky. But it's not like there's a low end and a high end. 25 is a good number to swing for base. 35k is a better number to swing for base. So regardless, like, this leader's gonna be going things. So let's start looking at the cards, starting with the SR. You've got Kakarot, and yes, this can go into all black decks. It is essentially like a starter. On play, place 1 card from your hand at the top or bottom of your deck. If you don't have an energy marker, you can place 1 energy marker. This is cool. This is going to be for both decks, and I will come back to the GT side, including this card at another point. Don't worry, it's happening. A lot of people talked about this card. But on play effect, being able to give you a marker on turn 1. That seems like a better effect for the GT deck, but it seems like you're going to be able to also use this to set up cards to combo with. Gaining an energy marker and putting a Bardock's crew on top of your deck to increase your leader swing is pretty awesome. Now, one of the things I was gonna say, I want to kind of get it out as a disclaimer already. A lot of people might be sitting here going, well, this card is gonna be great for this deck too, to create energy markers. I have to see what cards we get from the rest of the starter deck, the rest of this set. But because Bardock needs to be able to abuse the top of your deck being a Bardock's crew, that's going to change your deck composition. At this point, without full spoilers, it is hard for me to tell how much of your deck you're going to want to be Bardock's crew, and how much of your deck can be splashed with the generic or more GT themed pieces. You never know, but at the same time, like, if we get enough cards that can rearrange top 3, top 4, you could probably go for a half and half split, maybe less. But if we have cards that maybe only go top 2, or check the top card of your deck and put it at the bottom, you might want to be more Bardock's crew focused. So this card is great to get your energy marker starts off the ground, and it's going to be cool to be able to at least look at or take a card from your hand and put it at the top of your deck. But yeah, good SR overall. Then we have the second SR from the starter deck, and that's going to be this Bardock. Sorry, it's like my whack translation, because I don't think they've put this up as a translated card yet on the Twitter. But is just your generic 5k double striker. And this guy's pretty cool because, yeah, you activate battle once per turn. When you have 2 or more cards in your battle area, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. The cool thing about the Bardock leader is that you don't have to use his effect on him, so you can attack with this double striker, activate your leader effect to combo off the top of your deck, or check the top of your deck for the Bardock's crew card, combo with it, and that's just 1 card there. So then you only have to drop 1 card from your hand, and that's pretty tight. Then you get to pop something. Very, very cool. It's very, very aggressive. It's forwardly aggressive. You're going to be causing damage and removing the board. Next, as an SR, we're going to talk about the one that they gave us from the set. This is a 3-cost 20k, 5k combo power Bardock. Auto once per turn. When you use a card in a combo with this card's in battle, draw 1 card, then switch this card to active mode. This is going to be great because this is going to allow you from 1 card to have just a plethora of attacks. Just imagine you swing with your leader for 25k, then you draw a card. Then you play this guy and you attack with him. Use your leader's activate battle to combo off the top of your deck if you've already set up that card, or if you just trust that your deck has enough Bardock's crew, combo with it. You're gonna draw a card and then untap this guy. So that's maybe a 25k, 25k or 30k swing. I guess worst case scenario, even if you pick up a Bardock's crew like the 5-drop that has 0, it's still a Bardock's crew, and I would still combo it in order to get these effects off. But anywhere from a 20 to 30k swing, and he's gonna untap, and you've just drawn 2. So this is a pretty cool card, and I love it. I think this is such a strong card, and this will fit into pretty much black decks in general. This is almost in Bardock, it's pretty much just a free dual attack, but in other decks, for the cost of 0 cards in hand, it's a dual attack because you're just going to combo and then draw cards out. Very strong, and I like this card a lot. 3 cost is like, I could probably just go on about this. This is such a solid card in both decks. And this is exactly how I like design. Will this fit in Super Saiyan 4? Yeah, it'll fit in any black deck. But does it excel in Bardock when you can do it for free and actually just like plus? Yeah, it does. So the next card we're going to talk about is this Bardock's crew from the starter deck. And this is just another 3-cost 20k, 5k combo power. Auto once per turn. When you play a card in a combo while this card's in battle, play up to 1 battle card with a cost of 2 or less in Bardock's crew in its special traits from your hand. So this is going to be able to cheat out small Bardock's crew. But on top of that, this is just another card where you could minus a card from hand to then play a Bardock card from hand, or you can activate your leader ability if you have it set up and combo, and then play another card out from hand. So you're going to be going a little wider with this, but it's like a 2-drop, so that's not too terrible. That's like not like unbearable. I'm liking the way that this is. I love how the leader is a master cog, but we'll have to talk about that a little later. Next, we have got Great Ape Bardock. There's nothing really too special about this card. It's a 4-cost vanilla. It's not even about playing it, honestly. I want to stack this on my deck as many times as possible. When I use the 1-drop Kakarot after I'm awakened, I want to put this guy on the top of my deck. Actually, not even. You can't even do that, I guess, because like when you think about it, yeah. So you'd have to use it separately because you're gonna draw 1 and do that. So yeah, but even so, I want to be able to attack with my leader, draw 1, get the 25, play Kakarot, stack this to the bottom or top of my deck, or just before I swing my leader. Point being, I want to set this guy on the top of my deck in order to be able to get that 10k combo on whatever I'm swinging with, because that's just pretty much awesome. The funny thing about this is, unless we get a card that rearranges your top 3 or top 2, Bardock can't stack and use his own effect because he's going to draw the cards you stack, so it's going to be mostly for the cards after it, which is a pretty decent way to stop you from being too manipulative of how strong Bardock's leader swings are going to be. Moving on to the next one, this is cool. This is going to be this is a pre-release promo, and we've already seen the promo pack cards. The rest of them, they're actually pretty decent, but this is great for multiple reasons. One, automatically, like everything about this guy is good. He's a 2-cost, meaning that the Bardock we just talked about, 3-drop Bardock, can cheat him out, because it doesn't say you can't cheat at a Bardock. So you can cheat this guy out. He's got 10k combo power, so he's another 10k that's Bardock's crew that you can use off the top of your deck as a combo. And then permanent, when this card is attacking, if there's a card in your combo, plus 5k, and also on play, add 1 card from your life to your hand. There's not a single bad part about this card. This is probably one of the best promo cards out of this generic promo pack I've seen in a while. You're literally going to be able to tap 3, play that Bardock, attack with him, combo a card, play this guy from your hand, take a card from your life. And granted, yes, you just went neg 2. You played the, well, you went neg 1, I guess. No, yeah, you went, no, yeah. Because if you have 5 cards in hand, you played 3 drop, you attacked, you comboed. Oh, wait, no, that's still neg 1. Yeah, that's still neg 2. Because you played the guy, you comboed, you cheated this guy out, but then he gives you 1 life back. So it's still a neg 2 interaction, and your leader will draw you 1. So technically, overall in the turn, you went neg 1, but you added 2 bodies to board. It's good and bad, but this guy being a Self-Awakener and a 10k, a 2 cost, and Bardock's crew, everything is pointing up right for him. It's just good. This card is just good. So yeah, I am extremely happy about this, and this is going to be a reason to want to get 4 of these promo packs. When normally you're just kind of like, okay, when I get them, you know? But that being said, we're going to give a special quick shout out to our sponsors. It's always special, even if it's the same shout out. So you know who they are and you can use their codes to get better prices on your product. And then we'll be right back with the rest of the cards as well as the overall breakdown, in my opinion. All right, y'all, taking a quick moment to shout out the sponsors for this video. First up is Mystic TCG, a store based in Missouri that sells all sorts of TCG product, even more than what you see featured here on this page. They also buy singles, collections, and prize cards, so make sure you actually catch them out in their store in Missouri at an event, or even on their Facebook, just to be able to see the events here, but also ask them what they're up to and what they're looking for in terms of vending. You can also use the code UNIXTCG to get discounts off your pre-orders as well as orders, so make sure you get your TCG product while it's hot. Then you have Eclipse Cards and Hobby based out of Texas, and if that sounds familiar, they did sponsor me with a box of Fusion World Set 1. But as you can see on this page, there is a plethora of TCG products that they are actually having for sale at their establishment. You can also even buy things that aren't just TCG products. As you can see on the screen right here, they hold their own locals, they hold their own events, and they are going out to more and more events. You can actually check their Facebook to see their schedule, as well as call and ask about their vending list. And at the checkout for their website, you can use the code UNI10X to actually get percentages off your pre-orders or your orders. So go check it out as well. And we're always up to all sorts of things in Universe X. So you can go down the description and check the link tree to find out about my other channels, my Twitch, or any other avenues that I'm creating content on. But if you want to go the extra mile, you can always go down to any description on any video and find my Amazon affiliate links. These products here will differ from video to video to cater to the audience in question, but it's just very easy to see something that you may like or be interested in, open it up and choose the style and or color that'll work for you. All proceeds will give kickbacks to the channel, so it'll be some direct support, and I'll always appreciate the help from you guys. So with that being said, let's get back to the video. As always, excellent stores, excellent events that they hold, excellent inventory, and excellent owners. So let's hop back into the coverage. All right, so the next card we have on our list also comes from the starter deck, and that is the Final Spirit Cannon, I think. But activate battle, choose your leader up to one of your battle cards, it gains plus 15k power for the battle. Then if you have a card in your combo area, draw one card. This is just another one of those cards that's going to help you go like sky high in terms of damage. Like imagine when you're attacking with something and you just need the damage to go through, or you're swinging with that double strike for game and you attack for 35k, you activate your leader ability, and actually there's so many different plays. Like hear me out. Like this is just it all coming together for me. You swing with your you have your double strike. You've already maybe poked with your leader, gotten your draw off of that. You play Kakarot, and you take the top card, or you take one card out of your hand, like a 10k Bardock's crew, and you put it over on your you put it on the top of your deck. You turn your double striker sideways, you activate your leader effect, you combo with the 10k, making them 45k. Use your energy marker, that's now your like 6 energy, or I guess at that point your 7th energy, to play this card. So you go from 45 to 60, then you draw another card, then you start your shotgun. Like this is, the Bardock deck will have plays, and they're going to get very, very, very high on the attack power, and I love that. And then we also have the Great Ape who gained intelligence. This card we've talked about before, but it's funny because so far in the GT deck, I think we've only had like one card that really trips that, and that's the Goku for now, the Secret Rare Goku. I'm sure we'll have more, but over here with this deck, you have the Double Strike Bardock, you have the SR Bardock, you have the Secret Rare that you'll probably still play, and we still haven't seen all the cards yet. Like, so this card is probably going to be more useful in the Bardock deck than it is actually in other decks. Like, because Bardock so far has multiple cards that we've seen that can trip this. And I know the GT's gonna get more, but we have to get the full spoilers for that. Now, a lot of people are gonna talk about the cards that I put in the GT deck. They can also go in the Bardock deck. Yes, Bardock is gonna want to awaken, so there's a lot of cards here that will work. You know, the Pan, being able to take a life, take that out, be able to bounce things, is going to be just a good staple card here. You move over to the Son Goku GT, once again, a 25k that's going to replace your marker. That's an excellent card to have in any deck. He's also a Self-Awakener. When you look at Son Goku GT, he's going to be able to press damage while giving you a draw cards from using your energy markers, which is also very good because this deck is going to minus on hand a lot. So I do think that there are going to be a lot of cool things that sprout from this. And these 3 cards will be in Bardock decks, but to the capacity, how many copies, that's the question I want to know. Because, like I said, we need to see how you can stack cards more in order to know, like, the depth of how you can arrange the top of your deck, to know if we're going to be able to rely on these things to pretty much, build our decks how we're going to see them. Like, that is my one, not fear, but I do want to see how it plays out. Whether we're going to have an 80% Bardock's crew deck or a 60-40, we'll see. But now let's talk about the overview. I want to talk about what I think the deck is going to do well, what I think is going to not do well, and let's get over to that part. So when it comes to the Bardock deck, right, I think it's going to be very, very aggressive, like a tempo aggression deck. Black has cards that bounce. Black has cards that can tap things down, so it's got a lot of tech. Bardock will require you to run a certain amount of Bardock's crew, and that's going to be potentially a deck building limitation factor. However, at the same time, I also think that Bardock kind of has a hand issue. I know a lot of people have been kind of disagreeing, but it's like a lot of these cards require you to combo. And the thing about this is, before you're awakened, any card that needs you to combo on top of it is probably going to be a -2. If you have 5 cards in hand and you tap 3 to play something, and you tapped where you have to discard another card to combo with it, and then your leader can draw and get you another card. But in most cases, you're going -2, and your leader effect, which would normally be a +1 to your hand, is about to just kind of offset that. And then once you are awakened, you can offset that potentially by using Bardock. And like I said, we do need to see how many cards will stack, how many cards will rearrange top 3, top 4, top 2, because at the end of the day, if you ever miss with Bardock's effect, you do have to come out of pocket for it. You have to combo the card in hand or off the board in order to put that combo card in that zone to get the effect. And this is only, even when you factor in the leader effect, you're only kind of really factoring in whether or not the leader is capable, or whether or not whether the leader hits. If the leader doesn't hit, you're really only like that's kind of my issue. That is kind of my issue. We have to sit down, we have to play this. But looking at this, when we talk about, Bardock is going to offset the cost, are you only going to be doing it 1 time per turn? Like, what happens when you have 2 cards on the board that you want to use the effect? You swing with a card, you activate Bardock's leader effect, you combo from the top of your deck, you get an effect, cool. But is that going to be the end of your turn, or are you going to play another card that might need you to combo as well, and then have to drop a card from hand on that? That could be a -2 that turn. If you have a double striker on board, that can be -3 because you have to put 2 cards in the combo zone. This deck feels to me like you'll be hitting 35, 45, even 55 very easily as numbers. But you're going to be coming out of hand most of those times in order to reach those numbers. Honestly, no matter how I kind of try to theorycraft with Black, I just feel like you want to end the game as soon as possible. I feel like the longer games are not your friend, because as you guys should know, when you start running out of hand in this game, you just pretty much end up flopping. You have no more combo card to apply pressure or defend your life, and I feel like this deck can put out some insane numbers, some almost unblockable numbers. So I feel like realistically, your goal is going to be to chip your opponent down to Awakening and then start laying on the pressure that we can see these cards allow you to do. And then that will pretty much give you the point where you can be like, okay, well, 45, 45, 55, 45, okay, now it's this huge shotgun, you got to really protect yourself. So Black may force decks to be more defensive, to be able to defend higher, to maybe even run more blockers, because there's a lot of stuff here that just feels like sometimes you'd have to come out half of your hand just to stop at certain points of the game. But I definitely feel like a longer game is not going to be towards its advantage. So I feel like in that sense, it doesn't really change much from what I felt like when I did the Goku at the start of these. I feel like green is probably going to be one of its better matchups because you're going to be able to put so much pressure on, like chip them down to 4 and then start laying into them with things that require extra cards, which things that require their super combos and more. But then against blue, which is going to have a lot of defense, your Gallic guns, stop that cat, your Gallic guns, your just your defensive cards, the ability to sometimes on leaders go up. Like, I think that blue is going to be able to withstand the storm a lot more, keep a higher life total for longer in the game, and outgrind your blue or your black deck. So we shall see. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I just want to give a special shout out again for everybody that's still watching, that's still commenting, because it's a lot harder than it may seem to get up here and do these things, and I'm sure that shows in how frequently or infrequently I've been doing my videos or my streams. But it's a hard time right now, and you guys really do make it worth it. So thank you so much. I'm gonna try to come at it again tomorrow better than before, and thank you guys. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this Bardock deck, black in general, set 3, and hopefully any day now we get the full dump on TCG Plus. Later.